If you're looking for a great couples travel trailer with tons of space and a beautiful interior, then you're going to love the 2024 Eddie Bauer 33FK. All right, so let's start off right away. This one is a very unique layout in that it is a front kitchen travel trailer, right? We don't see a whole lot of them, but I honestly kind of like this setup. It allows you to have a mid-living, huge rear bedroom and bathroom, plus when we go back there, you'll see it has that washer dryer prep. But the kitchen here is super functional, absolutely gorgeous. Having it up front like this allows you just to have a ton of countertop space. You can see all this countertop space right here, which is wonderful. The 3-burner recessed cooktop. Underneath that, another really cool feature, folks. This is an industry first. You have an actual air fryer built in. I don't know about you watching this at home, but personally, I use my air fryer a ton. It's perfect for obviously like French fries, great for vegetables, get them nice and crispy, great for proteins. I'm actually really excited that it has the air fryer built in. Another thing that I really like, especially at this price point, take a look at this. This is actual tile, folks. This is not just a sticker. Your backsplash and side splash is actual tile all the way around. Just kind of goes to show you, with that Eddie Bauer name, you're going to get some nicer materials all the way throughout, including this faucet. It's kind of the centerpiece here in the kitchen. I absolutely love it. You have your two-tone matte black and then the champagne bronze here. Kind of helps pull in some of the other colors, like from the pulls themselves. And if we drop down underneath, take a look at the cabinetry. You have that beautiful green cabinetry. It's not, I don't know how it comes through on film, but being here in person, it's not obnoxious. It honestly just flows very well. It's kind of that, what Eddie Bauer is known for is that green color, and I personally really like it in the kitchen. I think it looks fantastic. Big storage underneath, just kind of want to show you that. Perfect for pots and pans, of course. We have plenty of drawers here off to this side, and if we look up top, you'll see the one with a lighter wood here for the uppers, making it seem nice and open. As you kind of look at design, with the RVs, it's very similar to what you have in homes, and that's that you kind of want to get brighter as you go up, and that's exactly what they did here. You also have a big window up front, which I love, especially depending on your campsite, and if you have like a seasonal or something like that, or a permanent site, you can enjoy that view out the front if you have a nice one. Otherwise, it just is wonderful for letting in a lot of natural light. The sink itself is going to be undermount stainless steel bowl. They're able to undermount it because you have a pressed countertop. Great thing about that, it is non-porous. It's also going to be lighter than a true solid surface, but still gives you the big benefits like being able to undermount that sink. Microwave and hood right up top, some additional storage over to this side, and of course, electrical outlet. This one is prepped for an inverter, so it's all the wiring is already run to it, so that if you do want to have some inverted outlets, you plan to do some boondocking, it makes it a little bit easier. And take a look at this. This is basically unheard of in a travel trailer, especially a conventional build travel trailer, that you get a 16 cubic foot fridge freezer. You have a ton of space in this thing. I mean, you have all the big double door space right up here, plus 2 drawers right down below. So just an absolute massive amount of cold storage. So when you're talking about a great front kitchen, this one immediately knocks it out of the park. And no kitchen would be complete without a pantry. Love, love, love that so many manufacturers are starting to put these in floor plans. We're starting to see it a lot more in travel trailers, not just fifth wheels. And so I like that you have all that additional storage there too. So let's talk a little bit kind of about the main living space, because that's kind of what we walk back into here. So you have the TV right up top with your multimedia center. See, it is a JBL unit, very well known in the audio industry. You have a couple different zones here. This obviously controls your speakers as well, both in here and externally. And your TV is on a swing arm mount because you have a couple different seating positions, which I'll show you in just a minute. But first I want to drop right down below to show you the fireplace, so that not only does this look really nice, but this is going to be an electric space heater just to kind of help take the chill off in the air on some of those cooler nights. Now, when I talk about the TV being on a swing arm, the reason I like that is because you do have seating right over here. This will be your kind of almost theater seating, right? Your dual recliners. Both of these recline, kick back, relax, cup holders on both sides. You can swing that TV out and around so you're able to watch it here. It's also great for conversation. You can sit here, you can talk to people right over on the jackknife sofa. And of course, that will be directly across from the TV. You have some additional storage up top, as well as the window to let in some natural light. And then over to this side is our USB ports. Then as we move into the dinette, a couple things I really like here. Again, carrying over that Eddie Bauer name. You can see that it is imprinted there. I really like that personally. The table drops down into a bed if you need some additional sleeping space, but something that's very unique. If you take a look underneath, the bottom of the dinette is all open. They did that intentionally. One, it just makes the space feel more open, but two, it makes it a lot easier to access anything that you need to slide underneath. Now, that's not to say that you don't have enclosed storage, which, by the way, they Velcro these to the back. Love that they do that, so they're not slipping and sliding all over. But you do still get some storage here. You'll see it is on hinges as well, so it's easy to get into. And there you go, some additional storage tucked in underneath the seat. But you don't have to, for a lot of your bigger items, because as we all know, it's a lot of times people are sitting there, it can just be a pain to access that storage. Also, you'll notice that there is no carpet in here. They went with a marine grade woven flooring, which is going to be a lot easier to maintain as well as keep clean. Last thing I want to talk about before we start to head to the back is your nameplate here. I love the nameplate. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, makes it pop. And again, when people walk in, you immediately know that this is kind of that premium Eddie Bauer RV. Some more storage right up top here. We'll talk about the ceiling, a few things up here real quick before we head back to, LED lights as you would expect. This one comes with the single AC unit. You have the dual ducting running all the way down. It is prepped for a second AC unit. So if you plan on staying in some warmer areas, you want to make sure you stay nice and cool, you can have that second AC installed fairly easily. Coming into the bathroom, big bathroom in this space, or in this particular floor plan as well, which I really enjoy because a lot of times bathrooms are cramped in couples models. You don't have a lot of space to actually change. Not going to be the case here. It is a porcelain bowl, so it's easy to keep clean. You have great storage in here, both up top as well as down below. And for the shower, I'll take a step in here. I'm 6 foot tall. As you can see, even without the skylight, I still have some space. You can probably be maybe 6'1", still be able to stand in here. With that skylight, if you're gonna be here, you can probably be 6'2", 6'3", still stand in here without having to bend down. You have the mirrored medicine cabinet in there. I do wanna point out the faucet too. I personally really like the faucet they use. It's a single pull faucet. Just looks a little bit higher end than what we're used to seeing in a lot of the other bathrooms in the conventional built RVs. And then as we step into the primary bedroom, you can see this is just a fantastic space. You have a lot of features and amenities packed in the back here. First one being the fact that you get a residential 60 by 80 queen size bed. So residential size, that is in a slide out, really helping to maximize this space. So as you can see, I have all this space right here at the foot of the bed. Something else you'll notice, if we take a look right down here, I'll lift this up. You have storage on one side, and the other side, you get a nice little kind of pet kennel area, which I certainly enjoy. You'll also see the tray here for food and water dishes, and this can mount on the outside like it is right now, or it can actually mount on the inside. So if you are going away for a little bit and your fur baby can sit in there, they have access to food and water, which is pretty nice. Another thing I love about this space, take a look at how big the wardrobe is. You get a huge wardrobe for being in a travel trailer. So I definitely dig that. Plus, you get this additional wardrobe space, or if you want, you can actually get washer dryer in here. So that's a huge win for being in a travel trailer, because there's not a ton of travel trailers where you can get that, especially in a conventional build at this price point. One last thing before we head outside I want to hit on is the fact that, of course, you have TV hookups right up top, right down below with some additional storage, and you have a second entrance. So if you want to just be able to walk in and right in and out of the bedroom, if you have guests, for example, in the living space, you can easily do that. Let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2024 Eddie Bauer 33FK. Starting off right up front, this one has a power tongue jack, of course, making it much easier to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Behind that, you have two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover, rails for your battery there, and the Vault 12-volt distribution system. Definitely simplifies the electric system and hookup. Taking a look kind of at the front, a couple things I like here. You have, of course, the diamond kind of etched plating that comes up, protecting the front end from rocks and debris. Then you have the smooth aluminum front. And as we can see, we have some bug splatters on here, and that's going to be expected, just like when you're traveling. Cool thing about this is it's much easier to clean than the ribbed aluminum. You'll also see that windshield or the window there that we saw in the kitchen. Then coming around to the side, I actually really like the aluminum on this side. It's thicker than what you normally get, a little bit wider panels here as well. So definitely an upgraded aluminum exterior over your standard aluminum, which is great. Again, as I mentioned, we were inside. Eddie Bauer is all about the materials, and it's no exception here on the outside. You also see that Eddie Bauer green, love that. Have to be able to pull that in. I think they did an excellent job. Great color combo here. It just looks sharp, it looks modern. You don't have the swirls and everything that we've seen on so many RVs over the years. You also have power stabilizer jacks, one control there for the front two, another control in the back for the rear two. You get a small outside kitchen, so you will see the beverage fridge here, and then right underneath that is the griddle. So I love this because yes, we have a beautiful kitchen right up front, but if you want to cook outside, you still can, and a beverage fridge never goes to waste in my opinion. I use it all the time when I'm camping, so I definitely love to have it. You'll also see outside TV hookup right above the speaker there, so that way if you want some entertainment, you have a couple different options. Of course, propane quick connect underneath, meant to be used for the griddle, but you can obviously use it for whatever else you want. You have a Blackstone, something like that, you're good to go. More ride step above step system to get up into the RV. I love these steps. I actually prefer them over the Lipper variant. I think they're just a little bit better build quality. They feel nicer. Still have the aluminum treads. They both will. The front tread here is a little bit wider. Great for your fur babies. These are a lot easier than your standard pull-out steps. And also with the new variation, the legs are much simpler to adjust. You don't have to pull out a pin. It's a simple lever, and they slide up and down. So super simple to adjust. Large foldable grab handle there as well, of course. And then you have a window in the door just to let in some natural light. Right up top is the power awning with an LED light strip. That just touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it come right back in. Very simple and easy to use. The secondary entrance here, this, and as you remember, this is the one that goes right into the bedroom. Cool thing about this too, while the fur babies may not like these steps quite as much, it is direct access to the kennel. So, you know, if you want to just kind of have them head in and out, that makes it nice and simple there. But either way, you still have that secondary entrance into the bedroom if you need to use that. Then as we come around the back is where a lot of our storage is going to be. Now, if you recall when you were inside, this is actually where the washer dryer hookup is. But if you don't have washer dryer, this is storage access. You can access from inside and outside, so you have a couple different options there. We have more storage on the other side. I'll show you in just a minute. You can see the spare tire is mounted to the bumper, so it's nice and easy to get to. It's also a square tubular bumper with end caps, which is a super convenient spot in which you can store the sewer hose. Take a look up top. We have a couple preps. You have ladder prep. It is a fully walkable roof. You have a 3/8" decking up there, so you can walk on the entire roof for any kind of maintenance or just sit up there and stare at the stars. Then you have backup camera prep as well. Speaking of construction a little bit too, just so you know, the floors are going to be a 5/8" tongue and groove, so you do have that as well for the flooring, kind of that residential flooring they have in here. That will be underneath this lino. And you can see good storage right back here, plus you have this additional storage here. So again, you have excellent storage on the off-camp side back here, which I certainly enjoy. Couple terminations on this particular floor plan. You'll have one right in the back there, another one right up here, plus one more up front. And then the majority of your connections will be located here. This one is a 50 amp power supply. As I mentioned, it is prepped for that second AC. You have the outside spray port as well as the water connections. So there you have it. If you're digging the front kitchen, you're liking the Eddie Bauer, the colors, the amenities, everything that comes with it, and you're like, Ian, I know you said it's a good price point, but what does that mean? Well, it's easy to find out. All you have to do is click on the link in the description. It will actually give you the nearest availability to where you are located as well as the price for that model. Again, this one right here is the 2024 Eddie Bauer 33FK.